3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff. Americans return to space as Discovery clears the tower.
Welcome back to TTMTrades. I'm gonna do my top 3 for the week today on Monday. I meant to do it yesterday, Sunday, like I normally do, but had 2 different things going on. Yesterday was Super Bowl Sunday, so big congrats to the Eagles who won. And then also, I am, if no one knows, I am active duty United States Navy. So yesterday I had to stand duty, which means I had to stay on board my warship for 24 hours. So that way it was manned by a certain amount of personnel each day. So now that that's over, I'm off. I'm here. Do my top 3 for the week plus 1. They're still the same no matter the results of today on Monday. So I posted it back on February 4th, which was yesterday when I had duty Sunday. Just wasn't able to do the video. So my top 3 for the week is OHRP, MYO, RHE, and TROV. So once again, YouTube channel. Hey, look, I definitely appreciate all of my new followers. I'm up to 411, man. This is amazing. So we're aiming for 10,000 this year. So please tell your friends about me, reshare my videos, and subscribe if you find anything of value. Also, got our own Discord private chat. It actually should be in the link of this video, so please join our Discord private chat. Okay, we just want to create a mastermind group of traders, so that way we can all make money together. So please join this private chat. It's wide open. All you gotta do is click the link and jump right in there. All right, so let's get right to it. First, we will be talking about ticker OHRP. And I did the analysis on all of them while I was on duty, so we should already have charts that are marked up. I will remark them up if I have to. So looking at OHRP, let's just zoom in. Let's go 2 months so we can get right up on this. And we are in there. So looking at OHRP, we have this descending triangle. Yes, this is known as a bearish pattern. Because normally what it shows is the bulls make a high and then there's a low. So you have the support right at 30 cents, right? And what this shows is the bulls make a high, come down, hit the support, come back up. They make another high, but it's a higher low because it's lower than the previous high. Come back down, hit the support again. Then they try to make another high. It's a higher low. And then they come back down, hit the support. And then as you can see, we're right in this pinnacle. And then normally for this to be confirmed as a bearish pattern, when you get right in this pinnacle area, it will break through and then a lot of selling volume will occur and then this will just drop off. So we were directly in the pinnacle as of Friday last week, and then as we came out of the pinnacle, we're still sitting on this support and we're actually right outside the pinnacle. So what does this tell buyers and sellers? Okay, we're still at a stalemate, but it tells buyers that sellers are unable to push this past that 30 support. All right, so as you can see, there was accumulation on Friday as it got right into the pinnacle, and then it didn't break through, and then now we're right outside the pinnacle and it's selling, but it's on very low volume, below average. Today's volume was 1.12 million shares, and on average it's normally 2.94 shares traded. So below average selling. So this tells buyers that the selling is decreasing and that the sellers cannot push this past 30. So it's like smelling blood in the water. So now that the buyers see this, we should see a bounce off of this 30 and start heading back up to retest these prior resistance areas, with the main one being right at 38, as you can see here. Okay, so as you can see, as it dropped, failed, came back down, tried to push up, didn't reach it, failed, tried to push up, failed, and then we went into this channel. Now we're here. So main resistance line is right at 38.39 cents. Support is right at 30. I actually sold my shares of CHFS today for a $200 loss, and I entered OHRP right at the bottom at 30 cents. So I'm right at the bottom. So what we want to see is a bounce Hopefully buyers see this and they all jump in, and what we want to see now is a bounce and start heading up towards this resistance. We might get up to this resistance on high volume and break through, right? And then as we hit this 48, there will be some selling, and then we want to find support right on top of this area, some consolidation, and then break out and start trying to make new highs. Okay, so right now we are at a stalemate. Sellers cannot push this below 30, so now the ball is in the buyer's courts, and we will see what happens going. We'll see what happens going into the rest of the week. All right, next is ticker MYO. So today I was actually bouncing between the two. I was like, MYO, OHRP, which one? Because they both look so good. All right, so ticker MYO. As you can see here, we still got these trend lines going right now. I'm gonna smack a couple more lines on here. Let's just zoom into the 3-month time frame to get a close up on this. All right, so I'm gonna smack a couple more lines on here real quick. So as you can see, that immediate resistance was at 445, and then we was in this channel of all the MYO people know that have been committed to the stock. We was in this channel of 350 as support for quite some time and $4 as resistance, right? So when we hit that high 446, that immediate resistance, we came down to find 350 as support, and we was bouncing between the two, 350 and $4. Bouncing between the two, $350, $4. Actually fell below the 350 but closed back above it. Again, support, broke through, right? So the golden rule I tell everybody is old resistance should become new support, and vice versa. Old support should become new resistance, right? So what do I mean by that? Now that we have broken through that resistance, that immediate resistance of $4, and we broke through that other resistance of 445, we went up until our first price target of 563, and then we came back down. So as you can see, we came down, we tapped that $4, which was old resistance, turning into what? New support. We tapped that $4, a lot of buyers came in, bought shares, pushed it up to $4.99, right at $5. And now we're coming back down. Guess what we did again? We came back down in that $4 range again, buying, holding above it, again $4 range, holding above it. So now what are we doing? We are consolidating on top of our old resistance, which was $4. So we're consolidating right on top of this $4, which is beautiful. And if you can see, we are still in that bullish channel of the RSI. Remember, I told you, if a stock is in a bullish trend, it will stay between that 40 to 80 channel on the RSI. So as you can see, we are still in this channel, and when it drops down, it will find that 50 line and that 40 line as support. So as you can see here, the RSI has come down and it is curving on top of this 50. It's finding it as support. That support on the RSI of 50 is also correlating to a support of $4. So what we have here is just some basic consolidation. Once this consolidation is complete, as you can see here, you will get a breakout. Even your stochastic is showing, your slow stoch is showing that the trend is holding. See how these bottoms are holding just perfectly? Bottom, come up, support, come up. So what we should see here is we're starting to again come back on this trend line as far as the slow stoch goes, and we should get a bounce and a continuation, right? Consolidation, again, we get a bounce on this $4 with some nice consolidation is that, and break out to start making another higher high. Now that higher high should correlate to these price targets that we talked about earlier. So the next price target we're aiming for is $6.75 and that $7.75, $8 range. So if you are on the sidelines wondering, right now anywhere from $4 to $4.45, as you can see, we fell between that channel, is a good buy-in price. So between $4 and $4.45 is a good area to buy in. Once you break out of that consolidation, you will head up to this $6.75, $7.75, $8 range, and that is easily a 60 to 75%, 60 to 90% return on your money. Once we hit this price target right here, again, you will have another pullback. right? And what did I tell you? Old resistance becomes new support. So what is our new resistance? 563. That is where we top that out. So once we break out, make a new high, head up to the $7.75, $8 range, and or the $6.75 area, we're going to pull back again, have some more consolidation, and we should consolidate right on top of this 563, and then start our next leg up, heading back up to that $12 range. So ticker MYO is very healthy, and if you are looking to make an entry anywhere between $4 and $4.45 is a great entry. All right, ticker RHE. All right, so ticker RHE, what we have here is this rounded bottom. As you can see, the stock dropped, came down, a rounded bottom right here. You can see we was in this strong channel back in this area of 22 to 28 cents right in here. As you can see, it consolidated, it broke out of that channel, but immediately buyers came in, bought the shares, and they literally pushed this all the way back up, and then it came back down, and guess where it fell in? It fell right back into this channel. So now we're working back in this channel again. So a large spike in accumulation because it was holding the support, old support over here. It was holding that same support level. Buyers seen that, came in and accumulated a lot of shares, pushing it up to the resistance. Some profit taking and probably shorts covering that share, seeing that this may break out of this channel, which pushed it all the way back down. And now you can see again, it's just consolidating in between this channel. So if we know 22 to 23 cents is a strong support, and then we also have this line right here of a downtrend, you're working your way into this pinnacle, into this area. So what you want to see is, for one, a breakout above 28, and then a breakout of this downtrend line right here. So if you were to make an entry, I would try to aim it around that 23 to 24 cent range. Keep my stop loss, well, you put your stop loss wherever you want to put it. I don't want to tell you where to put it, but just know that that 22.5 cents is support. So keep a tight stop loss somewhere under there, wherever you choose, as far as much risk you want to take on your portfolio. Wait for this channel to squeeze, and then wait for a breakout on the upside, which I highly believe will happen, because you can see there was a lot of accumulation, and then on days of selling is below average volume. So the buyers are beginning to overpower the sellers. So what you want to wait on is a breakout of this channel, and then you begin to head up to these old price targets where old resistance is at. So this area that was support right here, guess what it is now? We're going to drop this line. Bam. Guess what it is now? It is now resistance over here to this area. So what you want to see is, once you break out of this channel here, guess where your next profit target is at? Is right at that 38 to 39 cents. Okay. And then once you break through that area, you're going to be heading back up to retest that 50 cents. All right. So RHE is looking pretty good to make a entry. Next, we'll be talking about ticker TROV. Again, I saw this one yesterday. Let's zoom in a little bit. It actually made a move today and then pulled back. So, as you can see, I already marked this one up. Let's take some of these lines off of here. All right, so ticker RHE. As you can see here, it fell into this channel right here. When it fell down below, as you can see, this 26 to 27 cents was resistance. You see this? Fell, actually spiked above it, but closed under it, failed again, closed below it. Then you finally had to break out on high volume. Now, what's pretty cool about this, if you remember the golden rule, I want you all to always remember this golden rule. Old resistance becomes new support a majority of the time, and old supports will become new resistance. So as you can see, this was old resistance. It was having troubles closing above that 27 cents line. It broke out on high volume, went up. Guess what this resistance was? It was old support to this drop right here. Hit that resistance, came back down, and guess where it found support at? old resistance. This area has now become what? As you can see here, new support. So whereas 27 cents was resistance, 27 cents has now become support. So at the same time, you had this descending triangle forming. You have a high here, another high here. So we followed this trend down, as you can see, and then we also kept that support line of 27 cents. So as you begin to work your way into this channel here, you had a breakout on high volume, and then another gap up here, and now it's pulling back. So what we're going to see now is some consolidation. We've broken out of this downtrend channel here, right? So now that we've broken out of this channel, there'll be some consolidation, more than likely. Since you had this gap up, tomorrow is going to pull back and consolidate. It may consolidate for the rest of the week. Okay, so it may come back and retest this 27 cents area, may even hold above this 29 cents, seeing that this was old support. So it may drop back down, consolidate right on top of this 29 area as new support, and then you'll have another breakout to head back towards these areas of 41. Fill this gap right at 44, and then head back up into these profit target areas. So even if you can get in right at 30 isn't a bad entry. If you can get in at 30 bare minimum, if you want to get greedy, aim for 27 right where that support line is at. Anywhere in that area and you hold and you get that nice bounce heading up into 41, that's a good profit area to take profit. And if you want to wait, if you can make a break above it on high volume and retest this area here, which is old support of 57 cents, then that is great profit. Okay, that's anywhere from 40 to 100% return. If you, not 100%, if you get in at 27 and exit at 54, that's 100% return. But depending on how you decide to play this, it's anywhere from a 40 to 100% return, depending on how you play your entry and your exit. But do know you've breaking out of this channel here of a downtrend right here on high volume. You just need to see where this will pull back and consolidate, more than likely right where this 29 cents is at. Decide to make your entry, and then even if you get in at 30, if it runs up to 45, that's a 50% return right there, and no need to be greedy. Take profits and then wait for another pullback and remake your entry. Okay, but TROV is also looking healthy. So those are my top 3+1 for the week: OHRP, MYO, RHE, and TROV. They are already all in motion. OHRP was still waiting on a breakout. Took an MYO, is consolidating right at $4, and it would have a breakout and begin heading up to 7. And then you got RHE, which is working its way in that channel, waiting on a breakout. And you have TROV, which actually broke out of that downtrend, descending triangle pattern, and now it's consolidating, and that one's also waiting on a breakout. So they're all primed to make great entries, and you should be good to go. The biggest lesson to take from this is old resistance should become new support. Old resistance will become new support, and old support, as you can see here, should become new resistance, as you can see here. Push up, smack back down. Guess what this is going to do? It's going to push up, probably get smacked back down unless you break through in high volume. All right, that is one of the golden rules. Please remember that rule. If you can learn to identify support areas and resistance areas, that will help you make better entries. For one, to protect your accounts, and two, if you understand that old support is new resistance and new resistance is old support. I may have said that backwards, but you guys get what I'm saying. I've been preaching it all video. Then this will all help you protect your account, make better entries, and make better gains on your account in the long term. Okay, TTM Trades, I'm out. If you learned something, please subscribe to the channel, reshare the video, tell somebody. We're aiming for 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Again, we have a Discord chat. The link will be down at the bottom. Set you up a Discord account. You can download the app on your phone. Join our chat room. Let's begin a mastermind trading room where we all share stocks with one another, share advice with one another, and let's all make money together. All right, TTM Trades, I'm out. Till next time, trade safe And remember, never enter a stock without a plan. And when you do enter that stock, execute your plan. No emotions involved. TTM Trades, I'm out.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.